People's reactions after meeting me at a networking event. Can we just make a deal that if there ever was a communist revolution here in Canada or the United States, that we leave Bill Gates alone, right? And we let him keep his money just because I feel like he's one of those rich people that are actually doing a lot of good for this world. Hey guys, welcome back. If you're wondering why the thumbnail looks a little different, it's because I'm starting a new series on this channel called Watch This Stock. So I realized that a potential problem might be that those videos that I made earlier with those 5 stocks to watch, those might be a little bit too long. So I'm not sure how many of you want to sit through a half-an-hour video, and I certainly don't want to spend like 6 hours editing, so that's why I'm trying something new. So these videos are going to be short and sweet, and we're going to talk about one stock and one stock only. And also the idea behind this is a lot of people have been asking me where I find these stocks to watch. So if you look at my stock watch list, I'm watching over 90 stocks in my stock watch list right now, and people are like, where do you get all these ideas from? And my answer to that is I just watch a lot of YouTube. So I watch a lot of YouTube videos about finance, and that's where I get the majority of my ideas of what stocks to watch. So I'm hoping that I can become one of the sources for you if you're looking for stocks to watch. So if you watch this channel, then you might get some ideas. So before we begin, just a disclaimer, this segment is called Watch This Stock, not buy this stock or sell this stock or short this stock. So this is not a recommendation for you to buy or sell or short anything. This is just an idea for you to potentially explore. So I'm going to name a stock, and I think that might be interesting, and then you guys can decide whether or not you want to buy or sell or short this stock. So once again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please make your own decisions as to what to buy or sell. And don't sue me if you lose money. So before we begin, please give a thumbs up to this video for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps out the channel. And it takes a long time for me to make these videos and edit them and upload them. So that's all the payment that I ask for. Now, without further ado, let's begin. So the stock that I've chosen for this inaugural video is Waste Management. Now, you guys are probably wondering why I chose such a boring stock, but as the title of the video suggests, this is actually one of Bill Gates' biggest holdings. In fact, it's Bill Gates' second favorite stock, right behind Berkshire Hathaway. Now, I'll make a video about Berkshire Hathaway as well, and if you want to see that, please comment down below and I'll make a video about that. But today we're talking about Bill Gates' second favorite stock. And by second favorite, it still makes up almost 10% of his entire portfolio, which is pretty impressive. And we're going to explore the reason why Bill Gates loves his stock so much. Now, as the name suggests, I'm sure you guys can already kind of guess what Waste Management does just from the name. Waste Management owns and operates 346 transit stations and almost 300 landfills across the United States and Canada. They've got such a recession-proof business model. You're always going to need waste management. You're always going to need garbage collection. You're always going to need the services that Waste Management provides no matter the prevailing market conditions. So a lot of talk these days is that people are worried that there's going to be a drawn out recession if this pandemic crisis keeps on dragging on for much longer. So I see Waste Management as sort of just a safe place to park your money to wait out this whole pandemic crisis as it drags on, because of course, since they collect waste, they are deemed an essential service. So when you see restaurants and the travel industry being completely shut down and things like that, well, Waste Management's operations are not going to get shut down because they're essential. And if you look at their dividend growth history, it's pretty impressive too. So although the yield is not very high, coming in at just above 2%, they've grown their dividend for the past 17 years continuously. And if you look at their PE ratio, it's lower than their peers, coming in at just around 23. And their EBITDA margin is also very consistent, coming in at 26%. And it's just flat all across for the past, like 3 years or something like that. So I just see Waste Management as a really well-managed company, no pun intended. And I feel like if there is some way that they could improve their margins, they probably would have already done it. So which is why their EBITDA margin is so consistent all across the board. It's just because they're so good at what they do is that they've already maximized the efficiency of their operations, and anything else they can't really do anymore to push that even higher. So I know this is not a sexy stock like Tesla or Uber or any of these millennial stocks that young people are buying these days, but I just think that is such a safe business model. And if you're one of those types that's risk averse and you're not sure whether you want to take the chance on like an Uber or a Tesla or something, then I think Waste Management is a good place to park your money. If you potentially buy this stock, you could just collect the dividend for a really long time, assuming that they don't cut it. And if you look at their cash balance, they actually have quite a lot of cash on hand as well. So I think for the short term, especially if you look at their current ratios, around 2. So for the short term, I think they'll be able to pay off any incoming debt. And cash is not really a problem for them because, as I said, they haven't really stopped their business. Their business is still in operation. In fact, I feel like as people stay at home more, maybe the amount of waste that they produce goes up. So maybe Waste Management's business for residential areas are increasing. So they may actually stand to benefit a bit depending on how things play out. So we'll have to see where that goes. And most impressively, another evidence that this company is pretty well managed is that the CEO has said in an interview with Yahoo Finance that it has not laid off any workers and do not plan to lay off any workers. And this is always a good sign that they're not pursuing layoffs in a time when a lot of other companies are just completely shut down and firing all their workers. For example, we've seen airlines cut their workforce dramatically. We've seen unemployment skyrocket the fastest it has ever skyrocketed. So it's good that Waste Management is at least not part of that problem. And I think if you look into Bill Gates' personality, it really suits him, right? Because he's all about how to save this world. He's all about how to solve world problems and things like that. And waste management is a huge problem in the world that we need to solve. And Waste Management, the company, is helping to us to achieve that. And I think that Waste Management, the company, is a pretty good pick as a stock. Now, it might not give you the best returns out of everything, but as I said, if you're risk averse and you want to play it safe, it could be a good choice. Now, once again, it's not a recommendation to buy or sell, but this is just my opinion. Make your own financial decisions. Again, as I promised, this video is going to be short and sweet, right? So I'll leave it here. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to like this video and be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll leave the links down below in the description.